Stadium, Baton Rouge. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Davidson. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Brown. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Left side, it's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Back's got it on the screen. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Got him quickly. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Lost to throw on first. Under pressure. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The transfer has it his first carry. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Wilson. There he goes! Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Turns it upfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. What an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, pressure's coming. Sliding to his left. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Burrows. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. He's looking deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
To the air. It's Levin. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Wesco's got it in the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. Fires
to the right. Got a man. It's Brown. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got an alley. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 2nd and long here. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Hit and run down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's That's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. In all likelihood, this drive will be decided right here. 4th and goal. The give. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Wilson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Levitt. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Trying to make one miss. Discards him with the stiff arm. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Motion from the wideout. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulsa taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Golden Hurricane, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Holds on, it's Green. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Look out! And it's a sack.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Kick is in the air. Searching for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Could not make his way to the corner. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Snags it. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
A designed run for the quarterback. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Press center down's going to the air. Comes down, it's Moore. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Way off target there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, he's got some space. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes a grab. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Preston. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how
about this defense making plays. Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Coming out with it, it's Preston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Buying some time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
Clemson, 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Preston. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Runs through the tackle. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Going with the counter play here. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. Sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.